Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We had another episode of the Hair to Dog podcast, man. I got a real special one for you guys today. My man DJ Bucky is in the building, man. Say what's up to the people.
What's up, everybody? Thank you for having me, sir. First
Yeah,
time in the studio here. Like it? It's a great spot.
nice, man. I swear we aren't making him say that. He's saying it on his own validity.
Say something great about our studio space.
Now,
Start the podcast off.
All right, man. How I like to start it always, man. This is just a conversation. We just here to have fun, vibe out. It ain't nothing too serious, man. Just, you know what I mean? You always out there, you know what I mean, turning the party up, but that doesn't mean everybody gets to know you. So today's they going to get to know you a little bit, and we're going to talk and just have some fun. You know what I mean? But how I always start off every episode is with a mental health check-in. Man, how are you doing, man?
I'm doing well, man. It's a lot having 4 kids and raising them on a DJ budget, but it's good making it work,
Yeah, I feel that. That's what's up. That's what's up. So you got 4.
Yep, yeah. I got 2, and then my girlfriend has 2. So yeah, 4.
Are you married?
Nope, we're not married. Been together 5 years.
5 years?
Yeah, yeah,
Marriage on the horizon?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm not throwing you. You don't. You don't. I swear.
Straight to first question. Are you gonna
No,
propose soon,
no.
Bucky?
You brought up the family, so I'm just segueing into it. We in there, you know what I mean? So all right. So like you said, you got 4 kids on the DJ budget, man. You just making it work, killing them. At least
Yup.
you doing what you like to do.
Yeah,
Right.
that's right. I mean, that's the truth. At the end of the day, it's like, I'm doing what I love. There's a ton of people who fucking hate what they do.
Right.
Oh, is this explicit? Are we allowed to cuss?
Oh yeah, you can
Okay.
say whatever you want.
Sick. But yeah, I mean, for real, like, there's people who wake up and go to a job. I mean, I used to do it. I used to wake up and go to a job I hated doing. So yeah, it's nice to be able to, work for yourself and do something that I love to do for a living.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about. All right, so yeah, we start with a mental health check-in, and then we always ask, how's your week going so far? Anything fun and exciting happen, or what's going on? How's your week been so far?
Man, we just left. It's President's Week, so the kids got the
are
school off.
Fucking home, yo. This shit is blowing
So
my
I went
shit.
we went to Rare Air today, and it was just a madhouse and kids flying everywhere and going
and you're
crazy.
home during
So
the day because you work at night, so you just
Yup.
got to deal with it.
yep. So Rare Air today, and then tomorrow we're doing Viking Skate Country.
Viking
Skate Country.
What's that?
You've never been to Viking Skate Country?
No, I'm not from here.
How long have you lived here?
5 years.
I don't know. I guess is it not weird? Well, I guess yeah. If you're an adult, you wouldn't like go there unless your kids were like invited to a party. It's a skating rink.
Oh, okay.
like the roller rink.
Oh, I get busy on a skate rink though. I've been to a couple skate rinks
All
in
right.
my time. You know what I'm saying? I can get out there and roll, bounce my way through that motherfucker. On the 4-wheelers too though. I like the 4-wheelers. You do the rollerblades, you do the 4-wheelers.
I used to do.
I mean roller skates.
I used to do roller hockey.
Roller so you nice with it. You going backwards and shit.
I mean, there was a time. Now I just rent them. I don't own like roller skates anymore. I use
got
the what do you
size
call the
13
quads?
back there
Quad
being
skates.
off?
Quad skates, right?
Yeah, quad skates.
The fours,
Roller
yeah.
skates, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a vibe,
Blades.
man.
No, blades are when they're straight, and
Yeah,
then
blades are when they're straight. Yeah, there's like 6 of them or something like that. 5 or 6. Right? 4? Oh yeah, and if you was nice, you only did like 2 on the front and the back, and in the middle so you could grind. Yeah, oh yeah. That's the niggas that had the fat skates though, not the sexy.
Yep.
joint,
I
you know
know.
what I'm saying?
Yep, I had friends that did that.
Yeah, you feel me? All right, man. All right, so yeah, we ask you, so I always go into my mental health check-in, how I'm doing, man. Just like I said on the last pod, man, we getting work in this year. Appreciate you, Jaden, for popping up. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's not just every week. I just had you here Thursday, you here again Tuesday, so I appreciate you on that. But we putting work in, so fucking, it's still tax season, brother. So as an accountant, this shit just whipping my ass, brother. I ain't gonna hold you. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired. But you know what I mean? This is my Super Bowl though. And we're gonna get to the Super Bowl later, so we don't gotta stay on it too much right now.
Your team
But
was
this
in
my
the
Super
Super
Bowl. This
Bowl.
my playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Like this, you know what I mean? This my time to shine. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, and my week's been rather busy, but we gonna keep getting to it. You know what I mean? I'd rather be busy than stagnant. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah,
for damn
absolutely.
Sure. For shit show. All right, and we are we about a month. No, we 2 months and 18 days into 2025. So give me some of your best parts of 2024.
Best parts of 2024. Uh, let's see. There's a golf tournament I do every year. I've been doing it for like 3 years now, and they take care of me, and that's a pretty big thing to get to do every year. So I'm super grateful for that event. So that was a good part of last year. Um, what else? Are we talking like DJ career wise? Or are we talking
Just
just
anything, bro.
anything?
Life, man. Like, what the fuck happened? Like, anything that just excited you. Just give me three things. You don't gotta. You gave me one. Give me two more. We don't got to harp on it. You know what I mean? I don't want you overthinking. But just anything that happened. It doesn't have to be career related. Just anything about that just happened with you.
Yeah. Let's see. Through a couple of my own events where I get to play whatever I want. So I do everything. I do throwbacks. I do hip hop, top 40. But I love house music, so I did a couple of house music events. And those are where I just vibe out. I just show up and it's like I'm playing just like strictly what I want. So I
Hell
did
yeah,
a couple of those events.
And got paid to do them.
Yep,
Oh,
got
nice.
paid to do them. So those were fun.
So that's just fun. It's just a party.
Yep. I got my golf tournament. I got those. I need a third one.
Yeah, give me some family wise. Give me something family wise, man.
Family wise, let's see. My kids are killing it in school.
Really?
Thank God.
Like, everybody's doing good, like grade wise, as you're saying.
Thank God. Like I'm so glad I don't have to be like on their ass, like riding them, being like, get your grades up or
Right.
like nothing. And so I'm so thankful for that. Like they are. But I think my daughter. I'm going off on the total dad brag right now. But like my daughter got like
that's cool.
she got like student of the month
we
twice.
shoot that up.
She got like student of the month twice in 1 year, and that's not supposed to be a thing. They're not allowed to do that, and it like caused like an issue with
It's
the
like
school.
getting MVP twice in a row.
I don't know. All I know is that they were like it was a big deal, and I was like, whatever. So we went to the same like lunch meeting thing twice in a row, and but I was like, dude, this is sick because obviously I'm like, I'm a DJ. I'm not like some super big academic guy that's like, hey, teaching them everything they know. So that would probably have to round out on the third one. I'm thankful for that.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. Congratulations on that too. That's huge. You know what I'm saying? Everybody on the same accord. Everybody doing real good, having good grades, man. I mean, stay in school, kids. Stay in school. That's where you belong. You feel what I'm saying? All right. So, what's some of your goals for 2025 then?
2025.
Yeah.
I'd say
Just give me two.
let's go with probably some more weddings. I could probably use a couple more weddings. They're kind of been the industry's been kind of up and down all over the place.
So as a DJ, it was just sometimes when you say certain things, I might just butt in, and then we'll get back to the root of it, going a little tangent. So as a DJ, your biggest source of income is probably like, and one shot is probably weddings.
Yeah, absolutely. But I don't know if it was COVID or what started it, but like a lot of people started like eloping. So like people just show up and then it'd be like a handful of people, 10 people, 20 people, like close family friends, and then but there's no caterer, no DJ. They get married like in the middle of a forest, and then
And they got a Beats pill out there.
a Beats pill. They got a potluck. Everybody bring a freaking side dish, and then they just saved a ton of money. I'm not saying it's
I mean,
wrong or dumb.
It's fiscally responsible.
Yeah, but
not fiscally responsible for you.
yeah,
because-
bring on the extravagant weddings. Bring on the big over the top ones again. I need those. So definitely that, and then just staying present for my family and for my girlfriend Haley. Just being there for them all the time. So those are my main goals for 2025. Yeah.
Hell yeah, bro. Yeah. Oh yeah, man. Happy spouse, happy house, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people would say happy wife, happy life, but we got to be happy too. So happy spouse, happy house, man.
Correct.
That's what I'm talking about. All right. So all right, now we're gonna just bring it up. I mean, break it down a little bit. Take it all the way back. Maybe not all the way back, but you know what I mean?
It was a cold, rainy night the day I was born. It was
But that's where we're getting to. Everybody knows you as DJ Bucky, but what's your real name?
my government name.
Yeah.
It is Edmund Buckwalter Duggan the Fourth.
You're not serious.
I swear to Jesus.
Edmund
Edmund EDMUND.
Edmund Buckwalter
Yep. Duggan
Duggan
the Fourth.
the Fourth.
Roman numerals IV. And then the way it works too
Y'all
is
chose that name 4 times.
yeah, somebody in the 1800s had that name.
I believe it. That sound like some, like the king of the north. The king of the off his hair, Edmund. Edmund Buckwalter Duggan the Fourth.
And then the funniest thing too is like the more like when people find out about it, then like I've had so many nicknames from people. Like people just pick one part of my name and just like stick with it. So it's funny when somebody learns what my like full name is, they like freak out. But the other funny thing is people always
Yeah,
go,
if we wasn't on, if we, as because we're cool too. So if I would have known that, like off camera, I probably would have been dying right now.
the funniest thing too is like people always go, or, you know, like I'll say, you know, if somebody comes up to me when I'm DJing or whatever, and I'm like, hey, I'm DJ Bucky, and they're like, oh, cool. What's your real name? I'm like, it's Bucky, because it's Buck Walter. So my brother goes by Raymond. That's his middle name. Mm-hmm. Or sorry, his first name's Raymond. His middle name's Joshua. So he goes by Josh. He goes by his middle name. I go by Bucky, Buck Walter. Right. So yeah, it's not like some nickname like I made up for myself or I gave myself. Like that's really just my name. But everybody's like, "Oh, Bucky, cool. What's your real name?" I'm like, "It's Bucky."
Yeah, yeah. That was cool. Yeah, I threw me for a loop. I'm not even gonna hold you. So fuck. So where'd you grow up at? You grew up here in Reading?
Grew up here in Reading. I mean, I was born in Sac to like 6 or 7. And then I've been here like ever since like elementary school. Yeah.
And you grew up both parents, mom and dad, all that jazz, or how did that work?
That we're getting into which household I grew up in?
No. I'm just saying. Did you like I grew up just with a single mother, so I'm just asking. Like, did you grow up with both of your kids? Like, you know.
Yeah. No, I grew up with.
I'm not about to dig in like your therapist, brother. I'm just giving people.
Yo, tell me where your family life went wrong. Tell me when the childhood trauma started for you. 7. No. So yeah, they split when I was young, but I grew up. You know, they remarried and stuff. So I grew up like with 2 families, 2 households.
Double Christmas,
you know, all the things. So yeah, I've been in Reading since I was like 6, 7 years old.
Oh, okay, dope for sure. That's awesome, brother. So, DJ, did you always know you wanted to be a DJ?
Like I kind of did in a weird way because let me put it this way, like.
You just know, like, I wanted to party. I wanted to party, and I want to find a way to get money partying without selling coke and going to jail for 20 years.
That kind of always fell into the place, but the way it started was high school. So in high school, you're not gonna understand this, but we used to have blank CDs. Okay, we used to burn the CDs.
Yeah,
did you ever have a blank CD? Okay, all right, sorry, but we'd have blank CDs, and I would. Whatever, shout out LimeWire, whatever I was using back then.
Shout out LimeWire and all the viruses that she gave
all the viruses, all the things.
For sure.
But
wait, before you go, do you remember, just real quick, LimeWire, do you remember when, like, every song was that one Soulja Boy song? Like, you
Whoa, I think that was, like, buried in the deepest part of my brain. Yeah, that's crazy.
But go ahead, bro. Sorry.
Yeah.
Real shit.
It's crazy. Soulja Boy was the one that was like up on everything before everyone, and then
real rap. You go to download like 50 Cent in the club. It's some yo.
So yeah, going back to high school, like right when I started driving and stuff, I was burning CDs, and then it'd be like, oh, we're going to lunch. I'd be like, oh, cool. Let's take my car, right? Like, and then I'd have my subs. I had subs in my car, so I'd be bumping like some 12s or 15s. No. I'd just be like, get in my car. We're taking my car, and everybody would be like, why is this so serious? And then I'd like put the CD in, and I'd have like a mixtape ready to go. And that was, for me, that was fun. Like, I didn't know it at the time, It wasn't it wasn't like a methodical thing. Like, hey, I put this thing together for you guys, but it was like my thing. And then
you were the original, like, yo, let me get the aux.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 100%.
But it's way more vibeier when you're the one that put the sweat, blood, and tears and took the time out. Like, y'all niggas was home doing homework. Now I put this 27 track. I squeezed these 27.
Yeah, 56K. I had to spend.
Only had 60 minutes in the
an
CD.
Hour.
Yeah, an hour.
Putting the CD together.
Remember the CD had time.
Yeah. It was like 60 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. I got 60 minutes on the CD. I'm putting 59, 48. 59 minutes, 48 seconds on there. 12 seconds to spare. That's it.
Yeah, so that was the whatever, the precursor, the like, like first step of like me about to become what becoming a DJ. Basically, at that point was just making mixtapes, having people drive around, and then even if I didn't have people in my car and I'd be pulling up to school, I would be like windows down,
Down, blasting,
blasting,
yeah.
blasting. I can't believe
right
I.
before you pull up, you restart the song, the good song.
Oh right,
Yeah,
right
yeah,
at the good spot. Yeah.
yeah.
Mike Jones, I just hit it right at the good.
Oh shit.
Back to it. Yeah, and I can't believe the teachers. Yeah, I can't believe my teachers weren't like. No, nobody ever talked to me. I would just straight pull up like, you could hear that inside, but
That's funny as hell.
yeah, that was probably the first like step of me becoming a DJ was back then in high school, bumping music, lunchtime, pulling up to school, leaving school.
For the homies.
Yeah.
All right, before we keep going, we're going to keep going on to this same segment, but let's toast up real quick.
Oh yes, sir.
Appreciate you coming to my humble abode, man.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna push this away for a second.
Woo. All righty. So, what were some of your influences growing up then? Musically.
Oh, musically.
Culturally, however you want to go about it.
That's funny you asked me that because I'll bring it back around. I'm going to tell a story. I went to the gym today and I was like, I don't want to think about what I want to put on right now. I was like, I have a couple gym playlists, but I'm over them. I was like, I don't want to think about anything. So I text one of my old homies and I was like, yo, like, what have you been listening to? And he's always been the one to put me up on game on like artists and new rappers and stuff like that.
Underground shit that you just wasn't like. I probably wouldn't hear this if I wasn't.
And
somebody put me on.
so I'm 36. Just so you know, like how old I am with the music in the era of what we're about to talk about. But he sends me a list, and I'm expecting it to be like a bunch of rap and a bunch of things I haven't heard of, or like I'm have heard of but haven't listened to. And it's all the music we like listened to in middle school, like Limp Bizkit. It was like Rage Against the Machine. I don't know. I think there was Korn on there, and I was like, "What are the odds that you send me that?" And then you asked me like my musical influences. So a lot of it was rock. Growing up was a lot of rock.
Oh, I believe that.
But the very first hip hop artist I ever listened to, like ever, was Coolio. Like Coolio was like what it was like 1, 2, 3, 4, get your woman on the floor, and I'm like a little kid, and I'm like, they're talking about fucking. I was like, I think they're talking about fucking, but like I'm like in my brain, I was like, whoa, this is sick. Like I didn't know you could talk like that. Like you know what I mean? Like that it like incited that like you're listening to something you shouldn't be listening to.
Yeah, of course. Yes.
So Coolio was the first one, but the biggest influence was Beastie Boys.
Beastie Boys.
Yeah.
No way.
Beastie Boys. Me and my cousin and my brother dressed up. We dressed up as the Beastie Boys from the Intergalactic music video for Halloween one year. And we were like elementary school, and like everybody made fun of us. Like we got made fun of. They're like, that's stupid. They're all wearing like safe and easy costumes. You know what I mean? And we had like homemade.
I don't even know what that is.
We had homemade like they were all like the regular.
Literally the word safe and easy.
Yeah,
Okay,
they're like
gotcha.
the regular costumes, and then me and my cousin, and my brother show up to school wearing like the white and yellow jumpsuit with a hard hat, and they're like, "What the hell is this?"
This is the Beastie Boys. That's a boy band.
Beastie Boys, the rappers.
They white though, right?
Yeah, Brass Monkey and Fight for Your Right to Party and
You gotta fight.
Yep.
For your
Yep.
right
Yep.
to part. Yeah, that's your all right. I
So
get down with
Beastie
that.
Boys, Coolio, and then a lot of rock, a lot of like '90s rock, like Rage Against the Machine, Limp Bizkit, Linkin Park, and then
My Chemical Romance.
I think it was like high school. I had like a weird emo era, like in high school.
My Chemical Romance, Green Day.
Yeah, oh yeah, I did all that.
You did,
AFI, I
3
did.
Days Grace.
I did 3 Days Grace. I did listen to them for a little bit. That's like bro rock. I did 3 Days Grace for a minute. Oh the
Huh? No, isn't that That's 3 Days Grace.
I think it is, yeah. The one rapper
Look it up.
the one rapper I really got into was in middle school was Andre Nicotina. Like that was the first time I was like, you know, what is this? Like what is this kind of rap? You know, I'd never listened to rap like that before. Um and then I grew up skateboarding, so like all through middle school, elementary school, middle school, I skated, right?
Oh
And
yeah.
we'd watch skate videos,
Hell yeah.
and the
Sponsor
skate
me, man.
videos had all
Sponsor
the
me,
rap
man.
music
Yeah.
in it. I was learning like I learned like Nas, I learned like Tali Kweli, like all these different styles of
Yeah.
rap,
A lot of backpack rappers,
backpack
like
rappers
yeah, yeah.
from watching like 411 skate videos or like other skate videos, and that's how I like I really learned a lot of artists,
Yeah, yeah, bro. I
you
used to be
know.
on there when YouTube first came on. Like, oh, learn how to kickflip. Watching all these videos, you know what I'm saying?
Put the wheels in the crack.
Real rap. I remember on shit. I remember on. Oh, y'all don't got it out here, but to my niggas back home on the East Coast, right? There was a shit called Comcast. You might have heard of the company though.
I've heard of the company.
Comcast. It's a cable company, right? Oh, for real? So, fucking, they had skate tutorials on there. It was Mike Valley and shit like that. You know what I'm
Wait,
saying?
how'd you say his last name?
Mike Valley.
Wait, how do you pronounce it? I thought it was something like Valeli or something
Nah,
super weird.
that's literally what Tone just said the other day, and I thought he was just drunk. But I guess that's really how you say his name. I thought his name was Mike
That got
Valley.
brought up twice in back-to-back podcasts. How crazy is that?
Yeah, yeah. All right, so Mike Vallely. No disrespect, bro. Sorry, I don't know. But yeah, nah. And that motherfucker teach you how to do some tricks, man. That's how I learned how to do a pop shove it, kick flip. You know what I'm saying? Next thing I'm doing, varial flip. You putting the two tricks together. I'm like, oh, all right, yeah, nah, yeah, bro. I was nice on the board. I
Yeah.
ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
ain't gonna hold you. I could do a little something. He seen me do a little something. He could see like if I knock the rust off, I'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? I'll be all right. I'll be out there and cruise with the best of them. You know what I'm saying? All right, man. So, what was your first DJing gig, bro?
My
Do you remember?
first hold on. My first live gig? Like live, like ever like in public?
Yeah, well, before you go there, yeah, I want to know that. But what were you thinking on the flip side of that?
Well, I think so. I like, you know, I got it set up. Bought it from my friend's dad. He had like a full turntable setup, and I was like, I'm either gonna have no idea what I'm doing and gonna quit and just sell it, or if I learn how to do it, I'm gonna keep it. Right? That was just like my in the back of my
How old are
mindset.
you at that time?
I want to say early 20s, so 22.
Oh, so this is after high school. This is like
Yeah, after
you're
high
like
school.
trying to get your life together, grown man
Yup,
type shit.
yup,
Well, about to be grown man type shit.
and then I practiced at home, obviously by myself. Like I literally just had it like, I don't know why I had it set up the way I did, but I had it like pinned up against a wall, so like it was hella claustrophobic. And I don't know why I didn't ever just like move it around somewhere else, but I just had it pinned up against the wall. And then I think my first like time ever playing for somebody other than my couch and my fridge was I think my aunt's birthday party. She's like, it's my birthday, do you want to come over and set up? And I was like, sure, because I had speakers too, like it was like a full setup.
And I know that felt good too. Just I know
Yeah.
that felt, even though it was your aunt, that shit felt good.
And then at the time I was just using all vinyl, like I wanted to like do it like legit. I wanted to
He was
like
doing old school shit. He was out there.
straight all vinyl. Yeah, no
Scratching that shit
laptop,
for
no
real.
nothing. And then I met a couple of other DJs here who have since moved away, but they showed me Serato, where then you can see the sound waves.
You ain't got no Yeezy
And then
in Serato?
Yeah, Yeezy and Serato. So then that helped me visually see how to beat match, and then it just clicked. Like I was doing, I might have been the next event I did because I was doing a lot of art back then, my abstract art that I do, and we did an art show, and I DJ'd my own art show, and then I was like mid art show where like people were looking at all the art, and then I had other DJs with me, and then I was using like half Serato, half vinyl, right, and then just being able to see one sound wave, it like clicked in my brain how to beat match. And I remember like being at an event, DJing live, realizing now I understand the concept of DJing. Like before I was just like playing, vinyl to vinyl. But yeah, so
Now you're like, I got this BP, this is the same BPM as this, basically. But in your head, and you're like, oh, let me drop this into whoa, okay.
yeah, oh yeah, I
And
was
that shit
like,
just start flowing. You know what I mean, like water.
yeah, I was like mid like first public event that I'm DJing public gig, like out in public, and I'm like, like, oh, I get it. Like it was like, and I'm in the middle of trying to show people art and talk to people, and it was like, it was funny.
That's super dope. That's super dope. That's
Yeah,
God. That's God right there.
I think I did a house party in Chico after that, and it got shut down in like 20 minutes. Like we set up and we just
Did you still
raged for
get paid
20
or no?
minutes, and then what'd you say?
You still get paid or no?
No, no, hell no, I didn't.
Oh, this is before you was getting
I
paid.
wasn't charging nothing. No, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, that's what
all
I'm
my
talking about.
first
Humble
events.
beginnings. Yeah, let these motherfuckers know it take hard work.
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah, I was, yeah, yeah, and then the DJs that kind of put me on that were DJing at a spot here downtown called the Spice Lounge, they they
What they selling there? K2?
were they doing what?
Nah, back home we call it K2 Spice. So I was just you ever heard of K2?
Uh,
It's like when niggas smoke when they probation, so it don't come up in they piss.
oh no,
It's-
Dylan's over here laughing at
You're
me.
learning in real time. All right, my bad, my bad. The Spice Lounge, what they got in there, motherfucker?
So, but yeah, I ended up getting like my first like quote unquote residency there, where they were booking me like every single weekend, right? They're like, hey, every Saturday come back, and it just really kind of went from there. I think that was my first paid gig. I had done probably like a dozen, like 12, 15 events just for family, for friends. And whenever people ask me like, hey, I kind of want to get into this, or, whether how serious they are, I don't know, but that's what I tell them.
I know, I remember I asked you one time.
I'm like, just DJ for some friends. Friends got a birthday party coming up. Like, you know what I mean? You don't gotta like, take it so serious right away. And it was never my intention when I started DJing to like turn it into a thing where it was going to be a career or a job for me, right? Because I was doing construction. I basically had started this construction job and DJing at the same time. Left my landscaping job, and it just got to the point where the company I was with, they were moving around like from state to state. So they're like, "Hey, can you come over here and work with us?" And people just liked me. They didn't do it because I was like a skilled laborer. Like I
I
knew how to,
wasn't
I knew how to
nice with the
follow
shit, but, like,
instructions.
like I'm a good guy.
No, I'm just I'm personable, and so like people enjoy being around me because I'm like I know
that's
it's
what
not
I'm
because
saying. I'm like,
it's not my knowledge. It wasn't my knowledge in the construction
Like,
field.
I'll make sure the building won't fall over, but I'm only here because like
But-
they fuck with me.
But yeah, so but no, for real, these guys were like, "Yo, come with us. We're going to Arizona. We're working on this highway project. Come with us." And I'm like, I gotta like, I'm like, "What's the dates?" And they're like, September this through this. It's gonna be like a 2-month project or whatever. And I'm like, I got like 2 weddings lined up. I'm like, I can't. I had to make I actually had to make. I couldn't tell you when it was, but I had to make a conscious decision of what I wanted to do. I was like, I either turn these weddings down and I just keep DJing on like as a side burner fun thing.
You were scared because you were
Random
like
thing?
what if the wedding stopped? It was just like I know I'm gonna get this amount of money every
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
But if the wedding stop, I know that shit nice and it's fun. But if it stops, so you.
But the
made
the
a
truth
decision.
is everything is always up in the air. You know what I mean? Like that same company I was with went under,
Belly up.
went belly up, and then one of the operators from that company was the one that contacted me with another company. So it was always everything's always up in the air. But then
All right.
I did
the
though.
plug always gonna run dry at some point.
Yeah, so I just had to
Regardless what
make
you're doing.
a conscious decision at one point to be like, I'm choosing DJing. I didn't understand like, hey, you're gonna be doing this now for like, like holy smokes, like that was 13 years ago. I just said holy smokes. Can we edit out holy smokes?
Why?
Holy gee golly wallaby.
Oh, you said. Oh, I thought Holy Smokes was like the name of a spot. You just said Holy
no,
Smokes.
I said
as
holy
in, like,
smokes being dead
G.
serious.
Willikers, Batman, like type
Yeah,
shit. Like
I was
Holy
being
Smokes.
serious. edit out holy holy smokes.
No, we gotta keep that in. We gotta keep that in. I'm only 7 years younger than you. It ain't that much. It ain't that much.
But yeah,
These niggas
so
almost
that's
7 years younger than me.
that's how it became a thing, And then at that point, I was like, and the honest truth is, when I started DJing, like I started doing the weddings, pretty like early on, and man, they stressed me out in the beginning.
How do you
Stressed me out.
look? So how do you get money off weddings? Only because look, I'm not. It makes sense that you would make a lot of money off of a wedding because people are putting a lot of preparation and time into something like that because that's one thing that they do in their life. They only expect to do it once, right? But that's also my thing. There's never going to be a repeat customer. So how do you have you ever thought about it?
That's
even
not
like that?
true. I had somebody ask for a discount for being a repeat customer.
no way, they got divorced, and then we're like, yo, I need you back again. That's nasty. We we're gonna leave that right there. That's nasty on.
I've had
multiple
people ask
things.
me to DJ their divorce parties. I mean,
Yo, no, you were there when they were married, and then you DJ'd the
no,
divorce party.
I think it was like no, it was
All
a
right, no,
random
that's
person,
different.
so it was a little
That's
different, right?
That's different.
Right.
That's different.
Yeah,
That's
it wasn't like, yeah, a month later, and they're like, hey, by the way, I need you for this. But what were you asking? You were asking me a question that I feel like you were asking
No,
me
yeah,
something
no.
else.
So what you were just explaining, that's just a situation on the opposite spectrum. Like, yeah, you're gonna be there when most people get married. Then somebody asks you, like, will you fucking do my divorce party? But I mean, like, you never has like you don't get repeat customers.
No,
you know what I'm
I
saying?
mean,
Like,
yeah, for
people
the
will
most
come
part,
through
for the most
studio,
part, yeah,
they'll
of
have
course.
a good time, and then they'll come back again because they had a good time. You know what I'm saying? How do you sell that experience? How do you market that?
So for me, like the
Or is
biggest,
it referral business. It's like a referral.
100%. For me, it's just all word of mouth. It's like, I go DJ somebody's wedding, and it's more than just like playing music, right? So I'm basically like running a production at that point. I'm
Yeah.
getting the officiant mic'd
the
up with
concierge of
a lapel
entertainment.
mic, but before the ceremony, I'm announcing everything. Hey, everybody's ceremony's gonna start in 5 minutes. Please silence your cell phones. Like, there's a whole like operate. I basically will become like a day of planner, right? As a DJ, that's what you do. I'm like a day of planner, and and then yeah, you're just keeping the flow of the events, everything running smoothly, so that it's not like cake cutting and then 2 minutes later be like, now we're doing the first dance. Like, you got to be ready to go, have the songs ready to go, everything into the next thing. And yeah, and with that, I started super 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 low. Like, a photographer was like, hey, my couple needs a DJ. They didn't budget one in. I think they shot me like a super low amount of money, and I just kind of built up. And
Yeah, you always. That's how you guys do.
but they stressed me in the beginning. Stressed me. I was like, because I didn't like I hated microphones, dude. I'm like an introvert.
Oh, that was hard for you.
Yeah, I'm an introvert.
I know. I met you now. Probably what I met you like probably like 2 or 3 years ago for the first time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I probably known you at a not close but closer level probably the last year and a half.
Yeah.
So when do you feel like you got that? I probably met you way far after you have built that skill up, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was.
It's seamless for you now.
It's 100% a thing where you have to I got an itch in my ear. It's 100% a thing where you if you force yourself to do something, if you suck at it, like, you're eventually gonna either get okay or good at it. Like, you can never just stay sucking at something forever. And so like,
I mean,
I hated it. I was
and that's usually what our parents think. We're like, oh, you're about to do something with, yeah, you know what I mean, like creative. Nah.
Yeah, no, I was just nervous. I hated like my voice on the mic. I hated everything about it. And then, I think I had brought my girlfriend at the time with me, and she was like, "Oh, I'll do it, right?" And then
do it for you
to do it for me because I had been paying a friend to come run the mic for me, right?
That's scary.
And then she got stage fright right before we were about to announce the people in. So we had like the list of the names of people to bring in. She literally was like, she's like,
Babe, I'm so sorry, please.
I lied.
Tag me
Yeah.
in.
So I swear to God, this happened. And I literally looked at her and I was like, oh my God, I have to do it. And in reality, it was the greatest thing that could happen, because then like that was like
it forced you, and then it's like you want to be professional, so it's like,
oh yeah, and it was, and
every time before you speak, you like, and then you just let it go.
Yeah, and it was totally fine, and yeah, and then obviously it's just like a skill, you just do it, you hammer it in so many times, and then
it becomes seamless. Now it's just
yeah. And I used to like
secondhand nature.
Growing up, I used to take like speech classes for my R's. I used to like not be able to say R's, so like every once in a while, if I'm like flustered or kind of like doing a bunch of stuff and I get on the mic to say something at a wedding, like sometimes I'll mess up my R, and then I'm just like, that was embarrassing. And then I don't know how I created this thing for myself. If I say something like wrong or even mispronounce something, right, I'll just literally be like, that was embarrassing, like 1,000, and then it's just out of my life forever. It doesn't even like, you know what I mean? I'm not like, I don't dwell on it. I'm not like, oh, I said something wrong. You gotta
leave it right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta leave it right there, because then if you're not, you looking around for validation, like.
And I did radio for a little bit. I was on the radio, and I didn't do a lot of talking. It was mostly mixing, but we did have, set mics, and so I'd talk to shout out Jake Easy on Power 94 at the time.
Oh
and
yeah, Jakey's.
and we would banter, talk back and forth and stuff. And this is actually one of his stories, so I'm gonna tell his story. But somebody once on a live broadcast
Ironic. Yeah, that's what
dropped
that's what history is.
dropped the F bomb on a live broadcast.
Like just fuck.
Well, like I don't know what it was. I don't know what
Or did he
context.
catch it? He was like, fuck. Fuck.
No,
you
no,
got a
no.
lot of shit.
It was at the very end of a
My bad,
live.
bro.
They were like doing a live broadcast, like at the mall or something. And so then he was like, something, I don't know. And then he said, fuck. And then they looked at each other and they just pressed off and shut down shop and closed their live broadcast because they were like on location. And then you don't bring attention to it. Like, right? Like if you make a mistake you don't bring attention to it, right? So like if I'm on the mic and I'm talking at a wedding and I mispronounce something, it's not like, oh my God, like, what I meant to say was you just keep it rolling.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
hell no. Yeah.
But
Anytime you explain the joke is bad.
yeah, if you gotta explain a joke, or if you gotta bring,
not
don't ever,
necessarily, but I'm just saying, explain yourself, explain the joke. That's just a term. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Anytime
Yeah.
you gotta be like, well,
oh well, you see,
see
what
what
happened was,
nah, yeah, now you're already bad. You're already bad. That's
Yeah.
funny as hell.
but weddings are that's my bread and butter. That's like my, that's my thing that pays the bills, and bars, clubs. That's all. That's my love. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my get out and express myself a little more. Weddings, are obviously like usually more of a tailored set towards kids to
will they
grandparents
let you
and
know,
everywhere
like,
between.
yo, I need this in my shit. I need this in my rotation. Like you could do what you want, but I need this,
There's
and
like
this.
3 types of people when you get booked for a wedding. It's like, we kind of want this stuff, just make sure everybody has a good time and dances.
Please, no curses. Please, my
Yeah,
my
then
mom
you got
is a
people that are like kind of 50-50 where they kind of say, hey, play these specific songs and mix in between. And then you don't always know which people they are,
You're killing me, Smalls.
but you
Just
get,
turn your volume down over there.
put
Cause
it
I
on
let the
vibrate,
first one
dude.
go. I gotta call you out. Fuck.
Dude already called me fat. Then he's sitting here interrupting me during my thing.
Look, that's what I'm saying. Look, he called you fat. He's interrupting the fucking podcast. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bring my Jack in the Box DoorDash around the side over here. God, Dylan. But I don't even know what I was saying. What's it even saying? I forgot now.
Fuck. Oh, weddings are your bread and butter. You know what I'm saying? That's where you're going. But
Yeah. They're the way I pay my bills, and then what I was saying was there's 3 types of people. There's the ones that are like,
yes.
here's the genres, just like make sure it's a good time. Got you. Then you got people that are like, here's a bunch of songs we want played. Like, please play all these specific songs. Like when it comes to dancing, and then you got people that will give you like, and I've had this like 200, 300 songs on a sheet of paper, and they're like, play all these songs. And like I've done weddings where like I deviated and played like one song that was really similar to another one on that list, and they're like, no, stick to the list. And those are the ones. It's fine if you hire me and you're paying me good money. I'm there to do whatever you want, right? But it's when like you didn't know that beforehand, because it's not really like are you 100% like control freak going to make me want to play every song on this list?
So basically, I just want to let you know now, when I do my wedding, you know what I mean? When you come and do my shit, I'm probably going to give you like 300 songs.
That's fine. That's fine. And then
but you know beforehand, so don't try to charge me crazy now. You already know your night is light. You just got to be there and be bright. See, look, see how that all rhymed too?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Your night is light. You just got to be there and be bright. You know what I'm saying? Like,
got you.
You know what I mean? Because I already know I'm probably having 150 songs and the wifey going to have it. That's probably going to be the only thing that I got control over. So
that is a thing usually, actually, too. Sometimes the guys will be like, I didn't really have a say anything. They just told me to tell the DJ this, and then when they do tell me that, then they show up with a list of the songs she already gave them, a bunch of them already. So then I'm like, you didn't have any say in this. It was, it's their wedding.
That's the one thing. Like that's one thing I gotta be in charge of. You're gonna probably do everything else. But anyway, yeah, my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off. So
You're
that just
good.
made me think about that because I'm like, damn, I'm one of them 3 motherfuckers. You said there's 1 of 3 people. I'm like, I'm one of them 3, I guess, because I already know I got at least 250 songs and at least 35 of them gonna be Drake songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 35 of them. Good 35.
Are you Team Drake, Team Kendrick, or are you?
Whoa, slow down.
Whoa, this is already on my list.
We're gonna get there. Yes, we're gonna get there. Hold on. Let's where we at?
Don't ask me the questions, Bucky.
Oh no, and you can ask me. Oh, don't listen. He can ask me whatever you want to ask me. I'm an open book. You know what I'm saying? I mean, my show is curated, so if you want to ask a question, just let me know. Is there something you want to know?
That wasn't a pre-approved question for the podcast.
Oh man, no, don't do me like that. Don't do me like that. Don't do me like that. Well, let's take a quick break. I mean, I gotta take a piss, and we'll take a quick break and come right back. All right, we back. We back. I had to take a quick break. You know what I mean? Everybody had to go to Tinkletown real quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a real quick one. As we coming back, let's do one more cheers.
Yep,
I'm at the end of
salute.
mine. I know you've been babysitting yours over there, but it's all good. It's all
Salute.
good. Have you been having a good time, my brother? Drink first, though. Drink first. You been having a good time, my brother?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
What did you
Oh,
think?
yeah.
What did you think it was gonna be like coming on here?
I didn't have any expectations, but you've always been easy to talk to, and then it's been no different right now.
Right.
I've been
Okay.
like,
Yeah, good. That's all.
yeah,
That's
it's been chill. I haven't been like, oh, I gotta like, this is a hard question. It's just been like, yeah, it's
all
been
right, cool. That's
it's been
like
easy.
my whole precipice of this whole thing. I just want everybody to come in and have a good conversation. We just chill, just like we would be talking if we was at your crib barbecuing or just having a smoke or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't got to be too heavy. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna switch it up a little bit. Thank you for being vulnerable and just talking about yourself throughout the beginning of this. I mean, that was super dope.
Yeah, of course.
We heard some of your stories that I'd never even heard before, and I think that's just dope. People are gonna be able to see you in a different light that they don't always get to see you in, and I think that's dope. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what this whole thing is about. We just wanna, you know what I mean? We all just people. You know what I mean? Like, biggest DJ in Reading. I mean, I think it goes hands down. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? There's a lot of dope guys in town too. Like, I'm not even gonna name names because I don't want to miss a name that's doing well. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, in town, you got this shit pretty much on lock, wouldn't you say?
Appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, I'm grinding all the time. I'm
But that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, your success is the work you put in. You feel what I'm saying? But now we can get down to brass tacks here. We're gonna take the light a little bit more off of you, even though you shine bright through this whole thing, this whole ordeal. Now we can talk about this. How you feel about the whole Drake Kendrick thing, man?
Drake Kendrick thing. So, let's see. How do I feel about it? I'm not like
You're not superly. It's like superly. That's not a word.
I like
You're not like super invested in either one. Right?
no, but I just love it. I love it for hip hop, right? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, for sure.
like country's been popping off, right? Like everybody like that's the hot shit. Everybody loves country. Like, EDM took off a while ago and has been like super commercial and hip hop kind of took a back seat when it was never the back seat. Like hip hop's always been the driving thing.
They took a back seat. I think it was not. It was less traditional, but I think hip hop always been the forefront of what's going on.
Yeah, I mean like on the radio or top 40, you know what I mean? It's you got all the songs there. But I feel like the Drake and Kendrick thing, no matter what, cuz I even thought I even thought for a while, like, I'm like, what if they're, until it got really personal. I'm
Personally,
like,
you're like,
I thought maybe this was like a industry
gimmick.
plant, like
Yeah,
gimmick,
yeah.
their agents got together, like, hey, but then they started talking about all the things they talked about. And it's like, hey,
You're not going there unless this shit is deep.
yeah,
You're not
but I
taking
mean,
certain avenues unless you know what I mean.
I love both rappers for what they are and who they are. I'm not going to lie. I love Kendrick, Good Kid, Mad City.
Yeah, Good Kid, Man City for sure.
He
Damn.
had a ton of great songs and great albums, but I never really replayed a lot of them. And then he had all these songs during the beef, and I've replayed a lot of those.
Yeah.
So really, my Kendrick is just like Good Kid, Mad City, all the new stuff he's had, and then everything in between. There's good songs. I just don't really replay it a lot.
Right.
Drake's music, a lot of his stuff, it's super replayable, right?
Yeah, he's been on a 15-year run.
Yeah, it's crazy. He's been on top forever, but he is what you would.
He's still slated he's about to get the number one album this
Yeah.
week, too.
Oh yeah. But no, yeah, Drake is versatile. He's got his little R&B stuff, and then he can rap too. A lot of people want to say he can't rap. He can rap.
That nigga got bars.
But I respect both of them, and I think what's happening is cool. I mean, like, let's say it comes out
Kendrick
like
smoked him though.
if all the allegations are real though, like if that comes out, those allegations, it goes to court. I'm gonna be like, oh my god, he's like, you know what I mean? Like he's like R. Kelly. Like I don't even want to play his music anymore if that's all true.
We can't. We can't even go that far.
I know we can't because we don't know.
Because one thing is, I just don't want to put cases on nobody that we don't know anything
Yeah.
that's true. But from the take that you're going on, yes, I could see if it's that of yeah. Then one thing I will say though is I do still play R. Kelly music.
I sometimes I will too, but
So
for
so that being said, I
have you
mean if
even
this nigga on
it goes even
bullshit,
deeper. This is a whole we could do a whole podcast talking about this, about the music and the artist and who they are as a person. You know what I mean? Like we don't
facts.
know the Michael Jackson thing.
My mom was just on my ass earlier because I was like because they just announced that Skims was doing the Skims and Nike was doing the collaboration, and I was like, and I tweeted, I'm like, I reposted, and I was like, oh, two of my favorite brands because I love Nike. I fucking wear Nike all day. That's been my shit forever. And then I love the Skims. I love the underwear, the socks, the shirts and shit.
I thought it was just for chicks, but no, you're
My
putting me
mom,
on game.
huh?
Isn't Skims the or the
Kim
no the
Kardashian, yeah.
Kim Kardashian?
Yeah, that's so. Look, my mom hit me up. She was like, "Boo." And I'm like, what happened? I'm like, we don't fuck with Skims. What's going on? She was like, nah, we don't fuck with Skims. And I'm not going to talk about her nothing extra that she said. But it's just funny that you said that what you had said. You know what I'm saying? Just
Yeah.
Catch 2020 moment.
I don't know though. I couldn't pick one. If you were like, you have to pick one, Kendrick or Drake, I couldn't do it. Yeah, because I mean, I think they're both
But if you
so
in the battle
influential.
though, you pick Kendrick one. As a Drake stan, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying that Kendrick won, but
I think, yeah, I mean, because, yeah, at the end of the day, like, and I actually really like a lot of his diss tracks he had. His Family Matters, that was one of them. I really liked that one.
Yeah, that's just.
I really liked him, but at the end of the day, only
just
one
still
artist's
smacking.
songs are being replayed right now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But what takes that into consideration too, though, we do live in California.
yeah, so we're biased. We're West Coast. But, yeah, it's a good one. I loved it. I love it for hip hop.
Yeah, for sure. And we was right in the music, in and out like a burger. We in and out of that music topic real quick. Let's get into some more brass tacks. Lions. My man here.
You said you weren't going to make me cry on the podcast.
Oh, I'm not gonna make it cry. Hell no. If anything, body gonna cry, I might. You know what I'm saying? My man, Edmund Buckwalter, Doug in the
You can't even
fourth.
say it without laughing.
I'm laughing because I remember every single all four.
You're laughing
four
with
pieces.
me, huh? You're
Yeah,
laughing with me.
laughing with you. Come on now, we ain't never going no disrespect on my podcast, not to my friends. You know what I'm saying? Lions. What's the missing links? What do y'all need, man? Position wise.
Coming into this next season, we just need defense, and I haven't even really said it because it's whatever. It's the next man up, but we had 16, 17, 18 people, mostly all defenders on injured reserve. Like and they were all starters. Like if you took all the people on injured reserve and put them into a defense, it would have been a top like 6 or 7 defense. They said just the people that were injured. So it was really just injuries that killed us this season.
Depth chart. Deeper.
Goff had a bad game in the playoffs against the Commanders, so that didn't help.
But didn't he have two bad games in a row?
I'm trying to think what was the game right before it then? Why am I zoned out on that? What was the game before the Commanders? Because we had a bye. We got the number 1 seed.
No. Sorry. I'm thinking of Sam.
Oh, it would have been the Vikings because
Yeah,
it came down to
Tennessee.
Vikings Lions for the number 1 seed
You're right.
for NFC North. But yeah, in terms of next season, just defense, it would be huge to get. I know everybody
So
says
that's my
it.
next question. That's gonna be the next question. Who do you want to see you guys get in the offseason?
Okay, if we could get anybody,
Crosby, Myles Garrett. That's the.
yeah, those are the big ones. I would just freak out to see Crosby in a Lions jersey because he's from Michigan. He donated to the stadium there in Michigan. He's from there,
Is he
and
a tackle or a defensive end?
he's a defensive end.
And then
He's on the
what is
Raiders.
Aiden?
Aiden's defensive end, so they'd be on each side, and Hutch, before Hutch broke his leg, Aiden Hutchinson, he was unstoppable.
Monster, by the way.
He was.
Yeah, and they just showed a video of him running, sprinting today too. So hopefully he recovers fully. I just seen a video of him sprinting.
Yeah. So I mean, it would be out of control. But my dad's a diehard Raiders fan. Like, if I should have been a fan of any team, it should be the Raiders because I grew up watching the Raiders with my dad. Like, not like I was never really into it, but it would be on the TV, right? So I would feel bad. My dad would become an instant Lions fan. like instantly. Like my dad already piggybacks the Lions. Like he messages me, watches the games.
All right, we losing anyway, so I'm gonna fuck with my son.
If Crosby came to the Lions, like I would, without a doubt, buy like all three jersey colors. Like instantly, I'd be irresponsible, drop like $400 or $500 on jerseys. Like I get the Crosby right away. But we still have Zadarius Smith, and we picked him up, I think, from the Browns as well. So if Myles Garrett came over, I don't know. We'll see. The one thing I love about the Lions right now is that I have so much faith in
The coach.
our coach and then our general manager, Brad Holmes, with what he's done in the draft. Between like Jameer Gibbs and Brian Branch and Jack Campbell and Penei Sewell and
And Montgomery's a monster too.
then St. Brown, everybody. Yeah, and then
Sa-
Montgomery.
St. Brown had a mediocre year.
Did he? I thought he had a good year.
Compared
You're
to
saying
the
he
year
did?
before?
No, he had. Everybody had a good year this year. I mean, everybody that should have.
I think
Laporta had a no. Yeah, he had the very
broke out,
off year.
which is the reason why Amon-Ra St. Brown got less touches.
Yeah, no, Laporta got the less touches this season.
You think?
Yeah, way less because his first rookie season, he went off and everybody started him on fantasy and was freaking out. Totally off topic, but I don't know if you know this. It's super funny. Josh Allen on the Bills, he plays fantasy and he did you see the interview where he's talking about himself after the game? He's all, I'm glad I started myself because he scored like 50 points for fantasy football.
Oh shit!
And he told the reporter, he's like, I started myself in my fantasy league tonight. And
Damn, is that legal?
I mean, you're playing with your buddies, like,
Yeah, as long as there's no money involved.
I
right?
guess,
If
right?
they're-
Yeah,
if
'cause
they're
gambling's-
wagering, though, then you can still.
yeah, gambling's obviously like, you can't, that's a big no.
Yeah, because like
The-
what happened to Michael Porter Jr.'s brother, and that's NBA though. That's NBA.
Well, no, even Jamison Williams on the Lions, he gambled on a college game on
Not even the game that he was involved with?
no, yeah, and he gambled on a college game at Ford Field, like during practice, like in the locker room. Lost, like he had to sit out like 5 games or something insane.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, out of control. And then so yeah, they're strict about gambling.
That's fucking ridiculous. All right, fuck it. We can make it real quick. I know we're talking about football. We can talk about the Super Bowl real quick.
Okay, let's get into it.
30, 45 seconds or less. We got smoked. What you got to say about it?
Okay. What I gotta say is, it looked like there weren't being any flags and any crucial any penalties for you guys, right? Because a lot of the flags that were happening would always be in crucial times. I didn't see it was really a refereeless game, which is pretty crazy, right? I saw, dude, that their defense, the Eagles' defense, was just
They were running
unstoppable.
They were running 4 defensive front against our 6-man front. And
Yeah,
just
it was unstoppable.
Oh,
Their
man.
defense was on fire. I just think that it was, I don't know, because then actually ended up winning money off of it because of Mahomes, throwing that bomb and then going for 2. So you can see he did that twice, right? He threw 2 bombs and converted twice, or I know he converted for 2 twice at least, right?
No, I don't think we converted twice.
But I just know
Unless we were
you
2
saw
for
the
3.
fire there with Mahomes. Like he had it there, it was ready to go. I don't know if everybody else. I saw one play where
He
Travis Kelce was standing watching Mahomes
watching
run.
it happen, yeah,
Like wasn't
instead
trying to
of-
block a person. Like
or get open. 'Cause
yeah, or get open. It's like you can't have like in the Super Bowl have a player just standing still with his feet flat. Like so.
I think we did a lot of that. We did a lot of watching trying to watch Pat Mahomes be great. You know?
Xavier Worthy had a great game. He had that that one bomb I was just talking about. Like he had a great standout game and
We had a lot of drops though too.
Yeah.
Excuse me, DeAndre Hopkins dropped like 2 or 3 major passes.
I thought it was very suspect. Saquon Barkley, no, not a single score.
Yeah, and
You know how many people
but we
bet
shut
for
him down too though.
You know how many
We shut
people
him down.
bet for an anytime touchdown from Saquon Barkley with Vegas? That's crazy. That the guy that scored all season long, that was just running all over everybody, just in the biggest game on the biggest platform with the most money on him. Like,
And we don't have the best run defense, so I was surprised we kept him. That's so since we don't have the best run defense, that was my biggest thing. I was like, oh, okay, we used everything that we could think about defensive scheme wise on Saquon Barkley and then forgot that fucking Devontae Smith and AJ Brown could still go for 100
Yeah.
each. You know what I mean? Like, but
Yeah, no, it was I didn't think it was gonna be a blowout. I thought it'd be go either way, close game. I didn't think it was gonna be whatever it ended up being. What was it? At least a 2-score
40
game?
to 22.
2-3 score game?
Yeah, 18 points. So
40,
at
yeah,
least,
40
at least
22.
three, at least three scores if you get all. No, no. Yeah, at least three scores, right?
Yeah, so I mean, it was yeah, that was a rough loss for you guys. I mean, that would have been sick, right? It would have a lot of people would have been pissed. They've been like, the Chiefs three-peated what? Like,
I mean, yeah, and it's crazy because being a Chiefs fan, you're sitting there the whole time like,
and you're obviously now the,
we're gonna get it back.
you're the New England Patriots, everybody's going to hate you no matter what just because you're
I know that was one of the
the
biggest things.
top dog.
Just how much hate we was getting. And it's just like, damn, like, but it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. I ain't tripping. It was a great game. Not a great game, but it was a great season for us because we won a lot of games we probably wasn't even supposed to win, and we just came out, you know what I mean, and willed to win. We couldn't do it in the Super Bowl, play like shit, and then we'll be there next year. You know what I mean? Hopefully against the Lions, and then Tone said hopefully against the Niners. So we'll see because the Super Bowl's right here at Levi.
Yep. No, I know. Trust me. If for some reason, I mean, I'm drinking the Kool-Aid, I'm all in. Like I've been all in
You've
for
been
like
all in,
2
yeah.
seasons now. I've
Yeah,
been like
yeah.
really believing it's gonna happen. Yeah. If without a doubt, if
And y'all beat us first game of the season this year, didn't y'all?
yeah. So we lost. Or no. That was 2 seasons ago. We didn't play the Chiefs this year.
So that wasn't this season. That was the season before.
Yeah, 2 seasons ago. That was the first game of the season, opening game. Lions beat Chiefs.
Okay.
Um,
And then we won the Super
and then Niners beat Lions in the NFC Championship last year, and then we beat Niners, and then we didn't play you guys this year. But yeah, I know it's at Levi Stadium. If I mean, even if they make it, like obviously, I can't. I think tickets are like $8,000-$9,000 for the corner or standing seat.
No, starting at 5.
Are they? Regardless.
My mom already looked because my mom moving. My mom's a fucking Eagles fan because we from Jersey.
Oh, okay,
So
I didn't
my
know
mom-
that.
Yeah, my mom's an Eagles fan, and they just beat our ass in the fucking Super Bowl, and she moving to California.
So regardless, no matter what, I'm gonna be there. Like I don't care if I just go drive, park at a Taco Bell and walk across the street and come hang out at the tailgate and just
tailgate and then go bar
tailgate,
hop
stay
or
there,
something,
just whatever it is. I would still be down there.
Just the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Yeah. If Chiefs go, I'm going to the Super Bowl next year. I'm getting tickets. I'm saying I'll probably be out there regardless. But if the Chiefs go next year, I'm getting tickets. I promise that. That's for sure. It's right around the corner. I like to end everything with a random question generator, but I'm gonna say the same thing that I said the last few pods, just because it's just we're in California and we're just also just humans, and a lot of this crazy shit's been happening. Just a moment of silence for the California wildfires. There's been 8 total plane crashes in 2025 where somebody has died. There's been 87 total plane-related incidents. So I just want to, give a moment of silence to that real quick. Appreciate that. And if anybody's been affected by that, just condolences to you and your family, and I hope everything gets better. Life is rough right now. Life is crazy, and we just trying to be better than we were the day before. And I like to end with this. It's a random question generator. We'll go about 5 questions. It's something fun to do. You never know what's gonna pop up here. And none of these questions have been vetted. You know what I'm saying. And thank you again, bro, for coming.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having me.
It's been dope. Oh fuck! I accidentally hit random math question generator. We ain't doing no fucking math. I do that at work all day already. Let's get it right here. Right here. What is something you predict will exist in 10 years that doesn't today?
Oh man, you're gonna hit me with questions I'm like crazy overthink.
Yeah, like we ain't
Technology's been expanding so fast with like AI, and in 10 years, circle back 10 years, we'll have flying cars.
Yeah, I believe that.
I think so. Like it'll be, we'll have both. We'll still have like vehicles on the ground, you know, gas, diesel, electric, but like I think we'll have like there'll be like an i5 next to our i5 for flying cars. So I think that is for sure something.
On some jets and shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You know, like it can only stay like 100 feet in the air, and it's like a predetermined path where they've already cleared it out. Like there's no trees or anything in that way, and it's all self automated. It won't be like you're not in control. It'll be like if you own the thing, or it's a I don't know.
Have you ever seen the movie Subservient?
I don't know if I have. Who's in it?
Megan Fox, and she's actually like a
No, but I've seen the
like a
trailer.
robot type
Yeah.
of thing.
Yeah.
So this came up in another podcast. So would you hit the robot?
1000%.
I respect it. I don't know if I said I would hit it or not. I can't remember what I said. So don't quote me on that. I think that was the episode we had Reagan on, and he was like, I wouldn't hit it. You know, but Reagan is not that I'm not. He's a God fearing man, but not that I'm not. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm gonna say about that. But yeah, I think if it looked like Megan Fox,
I mean, yeah, I don't make the
looked
rules.
like, you know what I'm saying? I don't make the rules. What is the next thing you have on your to buy list?
Ooh, on my to buy list.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you what the last thing I bought was. I bought a complete Twilight box set of all the books of the Twilight series for my daughter. I was like, did not see that on my bingo card. She's like, I'm into Twilight. Can you buy me all the books? I want to read them. I was like, yeah, of course. They're books. And like, it's good for you to read. I was like, yeah, absolutely. That was my very last thing I bought on my to do or my next to buy list. Oh, you know what it'd be? I really want to get a different DJ mixer, just because I've been playing on my friends, and I like it a lot. It's a Rain One, and I just like the way it feels. It's not practical because it's kind of heavy, but I'm like I've been genuinely having fun using this. So I'm like, fuck it, I want one. Yeah, I want to invest in one. So I want to get that's on my next to buy list for sure.
Okay, cool. Have you been given any good advice lately?
Have I given anybody good advice, or have they given me any good advice?
Have you been given?
If I've been given any good advice lately, I'm repeating the question to buy myself time to think if anybody's said anything to me that has resonated. I want to say, not off the top of my head, but I've just kind of, or you know what? That's a lie. I've seen an algorithm on Instagram. I you get all these people talking and giving advice, and you're just like, cool. What are you selling me? Like, what's in your thing?
Right.
But I've heard it in a couple of different things. I think Gary V said it, and then some other random guy said it. And then I already kind of knew this, and it's really hard to take into effect because, especially for me, I'm my hardest critic. Like I'm so hard on myself.
Yeah, I'm the same way, bro.
But at the end of the day, the craziest thing is and this is something that just helps you put your life into perspective, so you don't be so hard on yourself. Is nobody gives a shit. Like nobody cares. Like if you were making $10 million and you're as famous as you can be or as successful as you can be in whatever it is, whether it's any kind of job, being a doctor or being DJ, rapper, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Nobody cares. You know what I mean? Like maybe your family around you are like, oh, sick, now we can go on more vacations or have a couple nicer things, but nobody cares. Like nobody really on a day in and a day out.
I mean, if I was worth $50 million, I'm pretty sure that I would be providing jobs to probably like at least 500 people who would.
Oh, yeah, and all those people would 100% be like, stoked that they got that position and everything. But I just mean like in the general day in day out, like nobody is critiquing your life and worried about your life as much as you are, and that's something I just have to. I've heard from 3 different things on the internet where it helps me to not be so like, I gotta, be doing a bigger event or this next event.
Nobody's looking at this like you are.
Exactly. Yeah. Maybe I didn't really convey what I was trying to say properly through what I saw or heard, but yeah, it's just that And then in the day, it's like you are the one who cares the most.
You're the one
And that
micromanaging this.
micromanaging, nobody else is, is looking at you this way or looking at that, analyzing that the situation of your life as much as obviously you are.
And I get that because I'm sure people probably you don't get it. You're probably hurting yourself like fuck. I could have probably did 1,000 things better. But then a lot of people are probably just looking up at you at this on the stage when you're just killing it and all like damn, this dude's just living his dream.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I
exactly.
mean?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah. No, I definitely get that. That makes 100% sense. All right, let's get two more out of here. Let's see something good. Oh, I like that one. Of all the problems in the world, which one would you like to solve?
Of all the problems,
Yeah, and outside of hunger.
you said, wait, outside of I can't end world hunger is what
Yeah,
you're saying?
yeah. I feel like this is very cliche.
No, I'm trying to think if I could end anything besides hunger. I mean, all the obvious things I could sit here and be like, no more murder, nobody, no more war. There'd be no more of that. Um,
That's impossible. That's part of it. Yeah, that's part of
I don't know. People have been killing each other since like the beginning.
it. Yeah.
Um, if I had to say, if I had to take one thing from this world, it'd be my bed frame. So I'd stop stubbing my toe on it every day when I walk around the corner.
So I didn't. So, I mean, I respect that, but I feel like you could just like go like this.
No way, dude.
So,
I
just run
every
right into it.
twice a day.
Oh, so all right, fuck it. So funny little thing, right? Before, I don't know if I knew I needed glasses or before. I don't know. I didn't have my glasses on at this time, so I didn't know.
When did you get glasses, or when did you know you needed them?
I've had glasses since like maybe like 4, 5. Like a young boy with glasses. When I was first playing ball, I had goggles on. I looked like Clyde the Glide Drexler.
Oh, you had I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
The
yeah.
fucking goggles with the strap in the back. Yeah, luckily I was nice because niggas would have been making fun of me. But yo, dude, I was at my godmom's house. Shout out to Angie. And fucking bro, I know I didn't have glasses on, but I would run into the fucking threshold of the wall like every 15 minutes, bro. Like every 20 minutes. I've been like, and we're running around playing, but I think
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I couldn't see. Now that I'm going back into it, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking because I couldn't see, bro. I'd run into that. Just run dead smack into the middle of that joint.
I've always had good vision. I'm thankful for that.
That shit was one of the craziest things ever.
I just saw a thing today on the internet of a kid who runs cross country, and another kid, a younger kid, runs with them with a rope, like literally guides him. And I'm like, you know what I mean? Like you're just sitting there doom scrolling, laying in bed, being a, lazy piece of shit, just fucking sitting there, scroll, scroll, scroll. And I'm like, and then I really stopped, and I was like, dude, like this kid's blind, like getting led by somebody. And what am I doing? I'm laying here in my underwear, playing on my phone. Like, yeah, it's life's all about
Low-key
perspective.
blind, being led by somebody, being
Yeah,
led by the
yeah.
algorithm. Sorry, I just got real like fucking eye wide open.
Yeah.
Eye wide open on you. All right, last question before we get up out of here. What's stopping you from achieving your next goal?
What's stopping? I know the answer right away. Me.
Me. Ah, I knew you was
I-
gonna say that. I knew you was gonna say that.
It's me. I don't know if it's I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's me because I've been thinking. I've been thinking of pivoting. What else can I do to supplement my DJing? Right. Like I'm 36. Am I going to be, 56 DJing?
Right.
So I'm like, I've been thinking of how I can pivot, and I don't know. And I've had a couple ideas. I just need to. It's me, and I think I just need to act on them. Not be afraid of failing. Just go for it. And
Act
I'm
on
always
it,
better
yes.
at giving other people advice than myself. So I feel like I'm like
taking your own,
I
yeah.
feel like I'm telling you right now, but I'm talking to myself. I'm like, yeah, I need to just take a step, do it. If it fails, if it sucks, if it's whatever, like who cares? But yeah, biggest problem is the biggest thing stopping me is me. Yeah, my kids are a little grown up. When I was younger, it was hard to do a lot of things with my kids when they were young, and I was a really hands-on dad. So I was like, I had my kids with me 24/7, but no, I don't got an excuse now. I need to just not be afraid of failing.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right, man. It's been a fucking blessing having you here, bro. I think we talked about a lot of different shit. We got down to brass tacks. I said that about 4 or 5 times, so I just had to say it. Maybe the name of this episode could be brass tacks. Fuck it. Yeah,
Brass tacks. I feel like I need to say it so that if he needs to put it in there somewhere, brass tacks.
Yeah, brass tacks. fucking DJ Bucky, Edmund Buckwalter, Doug in the fourth. You know what I mean? Here in the flesh. You know what I mean? Real great dude, man. If you don't know, he's out pretty much every Thursday at Black Diamond, killing it. You might catch him Friday or Saturday at the Hen House. You might catch him Friday or Saturday at Raw. You might catch him Friday or Saturday back at Black Diamond. He's all around. Like I said, he's probably the biggest DJ here in Reading. Just give him a shout out, man. Show him some love. Is there any businesses that you're working with or anybody that you're working with that you want to just shout out before we get up out of here?
You just shouted out all the places I DJ. No, just shout out to everybody always coming out supporting me at all those events. You know.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
absolutely.
Fucking a staple in Reading. He's like Jack's Grill. If you come here, you come here and get a steak. Come right next door and see him on Thursday as well. Right there.
I
Black
like that.
Diamond.
A staple of Reading, and nobody's ever said that about me. I like it.
All right, man. We're about to get up out of here, man. Appreciate you guys for tuning in.
Thank you.
Just had a great time and we're about here. And it's just like yummy.